What?
Oh, I am a legitimate descendant of a Nazi, like off the boat in Argentina. We took the sheet off, and there it was again, a large eagle with its wings outstretched and its talons clutching a swastika.
Oh, when I was 11, wet my friend's bed and told him I spilled water.
We're live.
What's up, everyone?
What's going on, everyone?
I'm Elijah.
I'm Tomas.
You're watching Project 518's Red Reaction.
We got a couple off the dome reactions here. We're gonna go through Reddit, see what's up today, and got some confessions mostly.
Yeah, just gonna be going in straight in, not really having any posts prepared, just kind of scrolling through the feed and seeing what's up.
Yeah, see if we can find some gold for you guys. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right, so we're here on the confessions.
Admit your wrongdoings.
Started off easy, I guess, huh?
Okay.
I broke a meter stick and hid it under the classroom couch. This guy says, it was in the third grade. I'm 24 now. It keeps me up in bed most nights. I forget how I broke the thing, but seconds after I did it, I slid it under the big blue couch.
What the hell? He broke a meter stick, so just he did this once and it keeps him up most nights. Yo, first of all, this classroom had a couch,
Yeah, what?
big blue couch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
broke a meter stick and hid it under a classroom couch. That's so weird to have that keep you up at night when you're 24 years old.
some guy comments, he says, I know the subreddit has some mundane confessions, but this has got to be a jokester.
uh,
OP
hey, now it's
says,
the truth.
yeah.
Oh,
Man, I don't know.
okay. Stop obsessing over it. It was 15 years ago, and the teacher doesn't care. She got a new ruler. Don't let it keep you up at night. Forgive yourself,
Yeah.
too. When I was in middle school, man, when I was in eighth grade, shout out Mr. I, bro. He used to take a meter stick every week and would slam it on the desk to like if somebody was sleeping or if this man was just angry and his face was red, he'd just take that meter stick and wham right on the desk like every time. And one day he did it. He took that meter stick right in front of my and he went wham, and the meter stick just shattered. And
Oh
next thing I
man.
know, this kid's going, oh, I got a piece of the chip in my eye. A piece of the sticks in my eye.
Did he actually?
And yeah, he was saying that stuff. And my teacher, Mr. I, he was like, he changed his face. He went from angry to like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was like, don't tell your mom, like type of,
He never did it again.
bro. No, and then he went to drop in like those
Books,
heavy yeah.
the
Mhm.
English books.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
The
bro.
math ones, bro. They were
Oh
even
man.
heavier.
Yeah, in high school, I remember. You remember the physics teacher? We were in class, right? We did have like cool projects during the day. So this guy, he's like, "Oh, I have a project for you guys outside." You know that like that what do you call it? It's like that goo you make, and when you punch it hard, it's solid, but when you like slide your hand into it, it's like
Oh yeah. Mhm.
so we he made like a whole like batch of that. And he's like, we're gonna throw like these heavy ass balls into it and we're gonna measure how far they go or something like that. So all of a sudden we're walking down and this kid in my class, he like hands me this blue thing. I'm like, what the hell is this? He's like, it's a measurement tape. He's like, keep it hidden. I'm like, what? So then we get down there. I put it in my pocket. And then he's like, the teacher starts freaking out. He's like, where the hell is my measurement tape? He's like, who the hell took it? He's like freaking out. So I'm like, yo, I can't say I have it now. He's like, it was
Oh,
right here in this cart. Like, who took it? I'm like, yo, the kid's like looking at me, like laughing. And I'm like, oh man. So
dude, he set you up.
I know he's like, oh fuck. And then he's like, if no one speaks up, I'm canceling this whole project. Like, we're going back to the classroom. I was like, shh. I never gave
Oh
it up. We
no.
went back to the classroom, man.
Oh, you were in too deep,
No,
man. What grade was that? Ninth grade?
no, that was like junior year.
Oh, dang.
I think the dude was a senior. He just gave me that, and I took it. I thought it was funny, like, oh man, this dude's still with a measurement tape, cool. And then the teacher starts freaking out, and I'm like, I'm not giving it up now because everyone in the class was like, where is it? Like, all right, speak up. If you have it, speak up. Like,
Yeah, they're
people
like,
are.
come on, I want to do this project. Yo, they
I
would have
wasn't
hated
about to.
you.
I wasn't about to.
You would have been voted the most hated, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's continue the trip. Yo, what?
You want to read this bad boy?
Bro, what the? Yeah, when I was 11, wet my bed's friend and
wait,
told him I spilled water.
wait.
Oh, when I was 11, wet my friend's bed and told him I spilled water. Yo, I used to wet the bed until I was 12. I always wore the nighttime kid diapers to bed. Sometimes though I would pee a lot and it would leak out of the diaper. Oh, no judgment. No judgment. So I was at my best friend's house and was spending the night. He had a bunk bed and I was on the bottom. So I wake up around 6 a.m. and see that I had pissed on the bed and there was a fat wet
Fat
spot.
wet spot.
A fat wet spot. You know, I immediately got up, changed out of my diaper, grabbed a cup of water, and then when he woke up, I told him that I accidentally spilled some water. He doesn't even know, to my knowledge, that I ever wet the bed. Bro,
Top
oh my
comment.
God.
Top comment
He
says
knew.
he knew.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's zero chance he didn't eventually at some point notice the smell of piss.
Unless it was his mom and she either exposed or chose to spare his career.
Hate to
It's
break it to you, buddy, but we and water smell very different. He knew he just didn't want to embarrass you by bringing it up.
he's like, did you piss my bed?
Did you do it?
What would you
Dude,
do
and what?
if someone slept over your house and they were like, "Oh, I spilled water all over your bed"?
Be like, yeah, right. These are some wild ones we're running into right off the bat,
I
man.
know. I think yes. Yeah. Reddit must have been lit yesterday.
People got a lot off their chest. Yo, get into this one, bro.
I used to wear boots to the mall so I could stuff bikinis in them and rip them off.
Yo,
In junior high, my BFF and I used to ride the community transit bus to the mall wearing boots. In side by side dressing rooms, we would say, I'm going to get this bikini rather than buy it. So we knew we were about to stuff it in our boot and jam. I had over 20 swimsuits back then and I never got caught. Damn.
bro, what the?
Damn.
Yo,
They should make a movie
dang.
about this girl.
Yeah, I don't even think she's like even doing a confession. She's just like
She's
letting
bragging.
people know
Yeah,
what's
she's
up.
like
Yeah,
bragging about it. She's
she's
like,
like, yo, she's just like she got that as a trophy right there, bro.
this is like, like now when you get these like con artists, they make a documentary on Netflix about them. I think this girl
Dude,
deserves one here.
I would watch that, bro.
The bikini swiper.
Lol, a friend asked me to drive her to the mall and she brought scissors so she could cut out the sensor on some jeans. Apparently, she hadn't bought jeans in years, and to prove it, all her pants had a hole cut in them so
Oh
she could
my
get the sensor out.
goodness. Don't get any ideas, guys. This isn't legal here.
Yeah, don't try this at home. I stole my two roommates' money while we lived together. Yo, what's with all
Nice.
these thieves? Freaking kleptomaniacs up in Reddit yesterday. Back in college, we separated bills between all of us, and each person got a certain bill. I was in charge of the electric bill, and I had to make sure it was always on time. Each month, my two roommates would send me their portion of the bill, and I was supposed to pay it. But since COVID happened, our state said they wouldn't turn off the power to any house, and if we didn't pay due to harsh times and such. Oh, okay. If we didn't pay due to harsh times and such. So for a solid 6 to 7 months, I collected all their money and didn't pay the bill at all. Keep in mind, we had parties about twice a week, which included lights, music, and all that stuff. When I ended up leaving the house and came back home, I was worried about the after effects and paying the electric company back. But it turned out if I said I had COVID and it debilitated me, they'd cover a good portion of it, which I did get it while I was there. So in the end, I pocketed all the money they gave me over that time period. I feel terrible because as a friend, I should have told them this rather than me just stealing all their money and lying that the bills were always on time.
Wow.
Dude, what?
That's some scum move right there.
Yo, that's fucked up, man.
That's
That's messed
horrible.
up.
So he took their money and then he said he got COVID and the company covered a portion of it. So he got to
Yeah.
keep the money.
Yeah. He like, so they were just paying him for the electric bill and he was just letting it go by 6 to 7 months. And then at the end of it all, he was like, when they were expecting payment, he was like, oh, yeah, I had COVID, so I couldn't work.
So then he
Bro.
got away with it too. Someone says, Geese Goose says, someone did this to me. He was meant to pay our water bill, but spent it all on clothes. When we moved out and I signed up at my new flat, they lumped the bill on me where I'd written my previous address and had to pay 6 months worth of water that I had already paid, as well as him and our third roommate's shares. When I confronted him about it, he said some shit about, you haven't talked to me in months and now you're asking for money. So yeah, I ended up paying the bill. That was 10 years ago and I'm still pissed.
Man, people are going through it out here, bro.
You got to know who to trust when you move in with them.
Yeah, that's why I want confirmation that things are taken care of.
If I move in with someone, you better put some collateral. Oh, maybe
What
that's why
would
I'm
you
single.
consider collateral?
I don't know. What would
Maybe
I
that's why.
uh
Maybe that's why I have no roommates.
yeah. What would I consider collateral? Uh car, your soul.
Soul, yeah,
Yeah.
sign your soul over right here.
I don't know, man. But something
That's a
like,
nice pair of Adidas you're wearing right there, my guy. I'm gonna
hmm,
take those.
nice
Deposit,
jacket.
baby.
Yeah. You gotta know who you move in with, especially like if they're not your friends already.
Hmm.
Like
You
if you
definitely have
move
to
in
have
with a
trust.
friend, but like yeah, because most if you move into a big city, most likely you'll move in with roommates that you have no idea who they are.
So
So
that's when you just have them sign their name over for their soul.
man, what would you consider collateral?
Um, Probably just a standard cash deposit.
Yeah, I think a good amount of cash in case anything goes wrong, or anything go
Exactly.
unless they try to get smart with you.
Yeah, because at that point, so say that you had like $1,500 that they had to pay you for a security deposit, and then you just stashed that into a savings and had it accruing interest even. And like over time, if something like this happened, and you're like you had to pay for a bill or something, like you'll have that to pay for it, and also, shall we see what's down the line?
Oh man,
Yo,
ready?
yo, what?
Oh,
No!
hold on. Let's do the hack. Let's do the hack. Yeah,
Yeah, yes,
yeah.
sir.
All right. So this one, we had to do a little hack here because it got removed from Reddit. So that means it's extra juicy.
Had to circle the firewall.
So it says, I am a legitimate descendant of a Nazi. Like not just your average German who served in World War II, but like off the boat in Argentina. Oh man.
Yo, what?
So
Yo,
it's said that most Nazis escaped to Argentina. That's like the theory that Hitler didn't die. He escaped to Argentina. Have you heard
hmm,
that before?
I think I've heard something about that.
So
So this is like, so he's talking about like this is after World War II in Argentina. He's a descendant from one of them Nazis.
yeah, that escaped from Germany.
Ooh,
So let's start it up. It says throwaway account, obviously. Not trying to get myself or my family in trouble by revealing this, but I just have to get this off my chest. Bear with me. This is a fairly long post. All right, strap in. So, about 15 years ago, my grandfather died, and we were cleaning out his house, and I noticed a particularly loose patch of floorboards in his basement. I told my dad about it, and he was also intrigued. And eventually, we undid them, and we found a large trunk inside it. My dad took it out and he and my grandpa put a sheet over it, and immediately took it to my grandpa's house and put it in his basement.
oh, dang. So wait, what? What's in that trunk?
So they put a sheet over it, so he didn't want anyone seeing what the trunk was.
Yeah, they hid the trunk and everything. Like, didn't want the neighbors to peep at it.
Mm. In 2017, I was taking a foreign exchange trip to Germany. So knowing I was German, I decided to try to do some ancestry and searching, and found that our lineage only began with my great grandfather, which we found kind of odd, but at the time we just brushed it off as, well, we're Americans, so it's possible that his dad just anglicized their German names to fit in better, or the immigration records don't go back that far. I couldn't find any relatives that lived in Germany, nor could I find any real extended family here in the US either. I thought it was odd, but again, brushed it off. Jump to 2020. My brother decided to do a DNA test since my grandfather claimed forever that we were part Blackfoot Indian. He also claimed to have a metal plate in his head that was also confirmed to be false, yet he swore that he did until the date he died. LMAO.
LMAO.
Well, the results came back, and no, we were less than Elizabeth Warren levels of Native American, like 100% white. The largest ethnic group that we had was German, which seemed kind of obvious due to our very German last name. We did some ancestry searching and found out that our lineage only began with my great grandfather, which we found kind of, oh, wait, yeah, wait, what?
And
Did
he
he
said
just,
that again.
am I reading wrong?
Nah, you're reading it correctly. It's like he's
Oh
saying it
yeah,
again.
which we found kind of odd, but at the time we just brushed it off as, well, we're Americans, so it's possible that his dad just anglicized their German names to fit in better, or the immigration records don't go back that far. Bro, stop repeating this. Now, fast forward to 2021. My grandfather died, and we were cleaning out his basement. And my dad and I had completely forgotten about the incident all those years ago when we came upon a large trunk covered with the white sheet. We took the sheet off, and there it was again, a large eagle with its wings outstretched and its talons clutching a swastika.
Oh,
We decided to open it, and this time we found a veritable treasure trove of documents, pictures, medals, a Luger PO8, an SS Panzer Commander uniform, and a jet black SS uniform, the kind you most often see in the movies. Oh, my dad couldn't speak nor read German, but I could. So we sat down and started trying to translate the documents and notes. One of them was his transfer orders. He was originally attached to the 1st SS Panzer Division, Lieberstandard Adolf Hitler. I'm sorry, I'm not German. I can't read German. Serving in
yo,
Italy in 1943. Was then transferred to the 501st Heavy Tank Battalion of the Waffen SS in 1944. He was also briefly transferred to Otto Skorzeni's
these names.
infamous Panzer Brigade in 150 in 1944, as he was one of the few Germans who was able to speak English. We also found his Nazi Party membership number, his SS membership pages, his German citizenship papers, his forged documents that brought him from Germany to Argentina, his US immigration records under his fake name, and some correspondence from the CIA. The CIA part was the most shocking of all. It had claimed that they knew who he was, as evidenced by the fact they addressed it to his real German name, not his fake American name. They basically told him that he had 30 days to make contact with them, or he would be extradited and tried for war crimes. Whoa. This was
Dude,
1951. And from there, we have the US government documents to tell what happened. He was then enlisted into the US Army, 1st Armored Division, and was an instructor on mechanized warfare. My grandfather, one of his brothers, enlisted in the Navy, and his older brother in the Air Force. Bro, so wait,
bro, they basically, what were you gonna say?
what were you going to say?
The CIA basically told him, like, hey, if you don't work for us and do what you did for the Nazis for
Dude,
us, then we're gonna can you.
and they did that to a lot of Nazi,
Hmm.
like,
Scientists and stuff,
yeah,
warfare
dude. So, I mean,
scientists.
this is like confirmation here that it's like legit.
Right,
Like,
bro.
you like see all these conspiracies and stuff, and it's like, bro,
Dude,
holy crap.
there's literally Nazis working in the government.
Yeah, damn. Um, so continuing, after that, he decided to devote his life to Christ and started a small Lutheran church near where I live now, becoming its longest serving minister. When he died, he had his eternal flame lit near the altar, and everyone in his small town gathered to mourn his loss. He was beloved by everyone, and everyone knew him. That is, everyone except my other great grandfather on my mom's side. He absolutely detested the man. He wouldn't even look him directly in the eye and threatened to ruin my parents' wedding if my great grandfather on my dad's side was the one officiating. My mom's
Yo,
my mom's grandfather also served in World War II, stormed the beaches of Normandy, fought in the Battle of the Bulge, and so on. Maybe it was his Bailey German accent, or maybe he knew something that nobody else did. We'll never know. My grandfather was born in 1935, and they had come to the US in 45. He would have been 10 when they moved and still spoke with a slight, almost undetectable, but very noticeable if you speak German, mostly down to how he pronounced certain words, German accent. He always told us that he was from Kentucky. Oh, there you go. But we've literally
shout out
never,
Kentucky.
yeah, but we've literally never found any evidence that was true. All his stories take place in the state we live in now. He would go on to marry another recent German immigrant, and my grandmother, again with an incredibly German last name. He'd go on to be one of the most beloved people in this town. He knew everyone, and everyone had something great to say about him. Seeing the childhood pictures of my aunts and dad, they all had blonde hair and either green or blue eyes. The trend continues today, especially with my female cousins. all of them blonde hair, light colored eyes. My brother and I were a bit of an exception, with myself, my younger brother having brown hair, thanks to my mother, though, especially when we were younger, our hair was significantly blonder, and blue or green eyes. My eyes are the darkest of the siblings, though mostly brown, you can easily see the green in them. Now, my grandfather always held some, let's say, controversial opinion. He hated blacks, Jews, gays, Muslims, French people, Slavic people, Catholics, to a much lesser degree, liberals, communists, socialists, depending on the nationality, Asians as well. But looking back on it, there's no way he avoided Nazi education as a child. And having a father that was a literal member of the SS, those views almost certainly rubbed off on him. My
That man's
family,
grandpa hated everything.
he hated everything except for himself, basically.
Right.
My family is literally descended. My family is literally descended from Nazis, and like only my dad and I actually know the full truth. I just don't know how to process this information, since obviously making it public would be a huge issue.
Hmm. Well, dang. I guess it would be an issue since they're actually no. What issue would it be? Because the CIA literally said he's all right.
Yeah,
Pardoned
but
him.
I mean,
So
it's like I don't know. It feels like more of a deal. Like you're a horrible person, but we'll let you walk off if you do this for us. You know?
oh yeah, that's messed up. But now he's dead. So I wonder why this guy's like throwaway account, not trying to get my family in trouble for revealing this. Like, what are you gonna get in trouble for?
Yeah,
What did you do?
I know you
Do you
just
hate people too?
yeah,
Like,
right. You were just born into that line.
yeah.
This kind of reminds me of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Oh, did you see the one where I think it was Dennis's grandfather or something was in the hospital, and he told Charlie to like get a box from his basement or something, and this dude had a
Oh
full Nazi
yeah.
uniform, and Charlie puts it on.
Dude, this was a juicy post, man. I mean, I could see why it was removed, probably because like all the useless stuff that he put in there too, and the repetition. But
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless, that was nice though to read. Like, that's crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah, keeping communities. Oh, I wonder what the comments were like.
Oh, true. I
Can
don't
we see
know.
the? Oh yeah, can we see them in the hacked
No, there was
link?
none. It was said zero, but
Oh,
if you look here, it was only
dang.
posted 49 minutes ago, so they must have just blocked it right then.
Ooh, they saw it right away.
Pick that out.
Dang, that's kind of a hate crime on Reddit's part to just shut them down like that without letting anybody react to it yet.
We reacted to
Yes.
it.
Yo, get it here first. Project 518.
You won't be able to find it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even in the feed anymore.
Yo, another klepto. I stole from a teacher while I was in high school. Period. I was sitting my I was sitting by my car before school started, and I saw one of my teachers getting out of her car. She opened the back hatch of her SUV to get her things and heads into the building. I had a thing for this teacher. She's about 40 and is very
Whoa.
attractive. Oh, she always wore short skirts and high heels. Yo, in the cooler months, she would wear stockings, which were usually sheer and black. I would be hard through my
Bro, what
entire
is this?
class.
What is this? I thought we were talking about stealing here, not.
Where am I right now? Yo, anyhow, I get out of my he said, anyhow. He said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Back to what I was talking about. Oops. Anyhow, I get out of my car shortly after she entered the building and I walked past her and noticed a Nike gym bag on the passenger seat. I grabbed the door handle and see that she left her car unlocked. I grabbed her bag and went back to my car and looked through it. She must have been to the gym before she came to the school. Bro, I found a pair of leggings and there was a pair
Oh
of tiny black
my
panties with them.
goodness, bro.
Dude, oh, you already know where this is
What the
going.
fuck?
Oh my God. I figured I may as well take advantage of this because I will never have the chance to do this again. What the I put on some porn on my phone and cranked one out and exploded into her panties. When I was done, I put the bag back in her car and made my way back into the
This is
school.
this is not real. Like that's not true.
Bro, no way. Why does this sound like an immature boy's fantasy fiction? Like something that a very horny boy would dream slash imagine happening, but didn't really happen. What the heck?
Sure,
Who,
that happened. That's what someone said.
bro, I'm done. Jesus, I stole an electric pencil sharpener back in high school. School property, may I say. And I've always felt guilty about those actions back then. But this, This tastes the cake, man.
I call
Yo,
BS.
from Comfortable Game.
I,
Yo,
I call BS.
his username is literally u slash, or his literal name is BS.
Yeah, I don't think it's real.
BS, bro.
I thought he was gonna steal like $500 or something. Like, what is this
Yeah,
dude?
dude. I was not expecting that at
He didn't
all.
even steal anything.
Dude.
He didn't
Yeah,
do
he didn't even. Yeah. What did you steal?
nothing.
Her honor?
Yeah,
Dude,
BS,
put
dude.
the oh, he put it back in the bag and put it in the car.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he did.
Man, so much thievery. Bro,
Stop.
another banger reaction.
Another banger right here.
Thanks for joining us.
Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something useful out of this.
Yeah, if you like the content that we've been creating, hit that like button, subscribe.
Show us some love. Show us some love.
Yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below. If there's any kind of subreddits that you might want us to look through as well, give us some ideas, put in the comments.
We're dropping new videos every week, so make sure to tune in.
Appreciate you guys. Much love. Thanks for the support.
Much love, guys.
Project 518 signing out.
Peace.
Peace.